Hello everybody, welcome to another video here at Historic Times Gaming. So today we'll be the long awaited sequel to our original StarBase update video. So this is number 2. A lot has changed, like pretty much everything except a little bit over on this side has changed. We've added the launch site. We have now a far more accurate star factory. I moved a lot of the stuff more inwards to be more accurate. A lot of stuff we'll get into. But first, we'll start off with just over here. Not much has changed. SN2 has been made a little bit more accurate. And over here, I removed that tower thing that was here just to make it accurate. And that's pretty much it over on this side. But after this road here, we're going to see a lot of changes begin happening. So first of all, I moved Stargate. This is not its actual position. Its actual position is closer to the high bay, but it is just a temporary location. And well, sadly, we lost that the little map table here, but I'll try to add it back. I have the mini map though too now, so that gives us an idea of what it looks like anyways. But yeah, we still have all the stuff in here, but I'm gonna make this, that's gonna be our next thing, is gonna make it Stargate accurate position with the parking lot now. But now, and don't worry about this, this is from like tutorial videos I made like a couple months ago. Was it 4 months ago? It's right after Flight 4. But in here we have the high bay, which has been made more accurate. I'm gonna get rid of this ramp, it's not actually there. But now I added like a lot of this more interior stuff now. So I added the little, let's call it like a loading dock where you can load stuff. And then this, which is like the little elevator where people can like load the engines into there, all that kind of stuff. And we have Ship 31. Ship 31's actual location now. Not that extremely inaccurate star factory from a couple months ago. So yeah, just forget everything I said last video other than, I guess, some of these bays, I guess. Pretty much everything I said was inaccurate. And obviously the tents are now gone. But yeah, this is Ship 31, which I actually have to re-add its heat tiles now, because now it's like pretty much done. But heading over here to the back, you can see this is the area where they would load the engines in, all that sort of stuff. And right over here is one of these little transport trucks you see all the time going by, carrying I guess a rear flap. I don't know what side it would be on, but rear flap for Ship 34, I guess, which, as you can see, is going on right here, is the construction of Ship 34. You can already see one of its rear flaps has been delivered, and one of its final sections is on its way. Meanwhile, over here we see a lot of Booster 16 sections arriving that we saw a couple days ago, as of recording this, of course. So I'm not going to look into the Star Factory quite yet. Still more to show. So right here is Mega Bay 1, which there's a lot going on in here, especially since they're beginning stacking of Booster 16. Booster 12 is back here, and yes, I did in fact add the damage to the little thing there, and this, which I don't know if this is still in here. I just added it because I needed extra detail in that corner. Now these definitely don't exist. I added them for a second because of what's going on in there. In the high bay, I added these as if they're like the areas where you add the engines or do engine maintenance. But then I realized, well, they got this building to do that, so they don't build them in there, on these. So I think I might just use these as like little stands and remove that little thing there. Just make them little stands to lift pieces, such as that one, up, so they can be more easily lifted on top of each other or onto each other, whatever. So that is the Mega Bay. Well, I guess not exactly. Still, there's ship 13 and 14. It's part of Booster 15, which I think, or no, Booster 15 here. I'm not sure. I think Booster 15 is fully constructed, but Booster 16 is being constructed. Alright, I might just lengthen that to make it Booster 16. But, that's that. Now in here, this is Mega Bay 2. This is going to be the new place for all the ships. So, you see we're already working on ship 33 and ship 34 in here. I don't think ship 33 is this far into its construction yet. I think they're still adding the little heat tile gaps. And then right here, this is where that like second little engine maintenance structure will be for the ships, because their engine section is not pre-assembled like it is for the booster. It is just engines that get added on. Sorry, just had to adjust for a second there. So, yeah, after that, we'll go inside of the Mega Bay a little bit. There isn't much to it. We just got this, which brings you to one of these little engine barns. I was talking about this in the last episode, I think. And then you can bring them in here. And this is kind of like the engine area, so it's another like loading dock almost. And then right here is where it goes directly into Star Factory, which, yeah, this is a bit of a sneak peek into Star Factory. And then, yeah, in here we have all these engines and engine parts and things being constructed. So, yeah, a little bit of a sneak peek there. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta pause, do something real quick, but I'll bring the video back real quick. Alright guys, we're back. That was actually quite a big wait. But yeah. The Mega Bay 2. So, that's pretty much it for the build site on this side of it. Obviously, I have this thing, whatever it's called. Just like the little area where it's almost like a road, but I wouldn't call it a road. Like a blacktop. I don't know. I might increase my render distance real quick. Maximum, just for a second. Okay, there it goes. So you can see, and don't worry about the Willis Tower up there. Still there, but I moved it quite a bit. But you can see the massive size of Star Factory. But yeah, we'll tour it. So a lot of this is based off of like the Everyday Astronaut tour that they did in the Star Factory after Flight 4 or before, or something like that. Well, it came out after, filmed before. So this room right here, the only one that I actually know what it looks like. The rest is kind of guessed upon just by what they say, like it's being built in these areas. So this entire side, and yeah, I'll kind of do it with my mouse. I hope you can see my mouse. If you can't, whatever. But the right side over here is just entirely for like ships, and the left side is for boosters. So yeah, I'll go through different areas. So this is final fabrication. This is where those last little details will be put on. This will be things such as like decals and the occasional thing like that. Painting, if they even do that. Most of the time they don't, but sometimes they will. It's certain things. But or just final pieces of the heat shield. But this is really just the place they go when they're ready, and then they'll call them out and they'll roll them out once they're ready. But I don't know, this place could be used for some other things too, but we just don't know. This is probably one of the easiest places to look into though, is this little corner right here, because we see in here with all the StarBase Live type cameras over there. Moving on, in here is nose cone and heat tile fabrication. So this is where the nose cones or header tanks are produced, and on this side is kind of just like adding heat tiles and things to the different sections of the ship. We also have some engines, some thrusters, testing facility right here. Little room. This would be for testing like the thrusters. And over here is kind of like a lab almost, you can call it. There's tons of computers and desks over here, and then over here is where they would like construct engines and thrusters and do stuff with them. I'm not sure what they actually would do there. That's what we were able to see though. And then this is kind of just an area for heat shield adding. And right here is a hot stage ring, just a single hot stage ring. And these are just heat tile piles where you throw on heat tiles right there. But that's it for that side. And then over here, it's starting to get glitchy. This is where the actual, what do I call it? The ring farm. Pretty basic name. This is just where all the rings for the ship are produced. So they already have ship 33, ship 34, and small pieces of ship 35 ready. So I guess this would be, what, ship 36 parts right here, along with the hot stage ring. So you can see the production of this right there. And then over here, I'm going to remove this whole thing over here. This was just supposed to be an area to like store little rings. So one of these little things will get brought out and rolled out, but that's done in a different place. So I'll just remove that. And then finally back here is the loading dock, which is currently under construction. Because obviously they could get it from other places, but this will be like the main loading dock, and this is the area that's going to connect with Star Factory. So you can see it's under construction, obviously. This side is the most finished over here, and it's definitely not at this point yet, but very soon it will be. So just to preemptively be, on the right track, I just have this kind of I dimensioned it out, and then I just filled in some extra bits to make it look like it was under construction. So I guess we'll just go into the office building. It's not that complete, by the way. Like, not at all. This little area is kind of like the little connector. It's a lot bigger than this, but I might move it and all that stuff, but I think it's all right now. This is just what a single office building looks like, and I know the computers and stuff aren't here. I would have to add those later, because one of my mods broke and I had to reset it, but I already played, so it just acts like those blocks weren't even there ever. So yeah, I'll have to fix that up. In here, this is just another very large office space right there. It's also the entryway, one of them. And here's another office space. Here's another office space. Also just these random office spaces. And here's an exit. And then the booster fabrication area, which is gigantic. It's just over here, past the engine creation area. I don't know. See right here, this is where the engines are added on to little engine thingy-mabobber there. And then all of these would be a different part of the booster, or a different ring of it, I guess. And these would all get stacked. So these are large sections over here, of course. So far we have that one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think in total it was, 14 that I had out, so I'll have to add a couple more in there that would be rolled out soon, but yeah, that's that. So that is all the additions to the build site that has been done. So now I'm going to teleport because it's kind of far. I'm going to go over to the launch site because I created this now. So I already added pad B, like, completely in. There's definitely still a few things with the launch site that need to be fixed because I built this, still quite a while ago. So I need to fix up a lot of this side to make it more accurate to what it is nowadays, which is pretty much just empty, or just some other GSE equipment. Obviously, I'm going to need to move Starhopper and get rid of this building here. But I added, this whole place is new, but before it was basically just the roads, this little tank farm over here for the old pads, and the launch site over there. But I added pad B, the little fuel thing that they talked about over here, and I obviously added this tank farm. But we'll go through from here. So this, from when I built this side, this is, I think, suborbital pad A, I think. One of the suborbital pads, anyways. As you can see, they're currently undergoing some construction over destruction over here, and they're digging out all this stuff and preparing to get rid of the launch site and just place it with normal dirt. Obviously, right here, this would be the flame deflector over here, so that no flames went into here. And this is the tank farm that they used for all the suborbital flights. But I think they recently got rid of it, and they might replace it with just some more GSE for the second tower, possibly. Or they might just keep it as like some different building or something. But yeah, that's the first area, and yeah, I'm gonna teleport a lot in this video because of this last part of the video, because how large the launch site is. So over here, these are like the vaporizers and things like that. the tubing, and these are all of the tanks, which, yeah, I did all of the tanks, every single one I could find. I even left this little spot here for where the old GSE tanks used to be. I don't even think this is here anymore, not even the outlines, but it used to be there. And these are the large vaporizers over here that I have. Don't even think those exist anymore, but they might still exist. And a lot of these smaller tanks, maybe H2O tanks or something. I'm not sure. And then right over here is orbital pad A, or orbital launch site 1, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So we have and this is also outdated, this is an outdated OLM, back when it looked like this, you know, Flight 1, I guess. And up here we have a booster which with an extremely large hot stage ring, oversized, by the way. And this, which is the SQD, or Ship Quick Disconnect, that leads into the ship, which this one's probably one of the most detailed I've created. I added this little rail that like brings fuel and stuff up. And I don't know, I did some stuff with it. And here we have the chopsticks, which just a week ago, not even a week ago, caught Booster 12, which, well, it's at the build site now, but this is supposed to be Booster 12. Caught it out of the air. Incredible feat. And yeah, you see the chopsticks and their interesting configuration here. And see this, which is like the little crane that they use, raise it up, all that stuff. And I was also going to add an elevator here. Got this one like elevator mod, but well, my game broke because of it, so I had to remove it. So it just remains a ladder. I'm really sad, but yeah, that's that orbital pad. And if we go over to the orbital pad B, over here, oh no, we're glitching. Over here to orbital pad B, I added in what I think the pad will look like. It's gonna be something like this. Oh, not sure what happened here. It's weird. I guess I did go a little bit into beyond bedrock, but anyways, over here there's some stuff in here. We have BQD, Booster Quick Disconnect, water deluge system here, which I don't even think that's actually going to be here, but I added it just in case. And obviously the brand new flame trench, along with all these little things that connect to the engines. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the exact same as pad 1's, except for this, which is pad B's. And this yellow outline is just the outline of what is SpaceX land and what isn't. Kind of more like imaginary of a line, but I don't know. This has been my outline for it, but I obviously had to expand it for pad B and all that kind of stuff. So that's it for this episode. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest info on this Minecraft build and all my other videos, which are, I'll tell you, very interesting too, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Really helps out the channel. And well, there it goes. Historic Times Gamer, signing off. I will see you all later. Goodbye.